name's Joshua Costabella.
Josh Costabella, was it?
Yeah, Costabella, C-O-S-T-A.
You've been here before, haven't you?
Yeah, I came in yesterday and the day before. And I'll give you a rundown. Are you okay for me to continue?
Give me 1 second, let me just find the file and then I can write some notes.
Cool, done. No worries, thank you.
Okay, yep, go for gold.
Okay, so I came in 2 days ago because I followed the system after you guys. I went back and I was homeless. Well, from there, Salvation Army gave me 2 nights accommodation in Coburg after an attack that happened in the city.
Was that the crisis centre?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, they instructed me to contact you guys on Monday. So I went into Salvation Army in the city where I have lunch, and I feel safe there because I've got a few connections there.
Yeah.
They supported me, and they rang, and they didn't get through 4 times. Yeah. But they contacted you guys first and gave the number, and so they suggested it because it was at the end of the day then. So I went to St Kilda again. Yeah. And they suggested that I come in directly the next day. Yeah. And I was happy with that. And I went to the casino and I stayed at the reception cafeteria area outside the casino underneath the cameras there all night, and just stayed up all night. Yeah. And then came directly out here. And you guys were kindly enough to put me up for a night at the Palms. Yeah. And I was just shattered, so there's no way in the world. I just went home to sleep, you know. Yeah. And so we made a plan with your staff to come in the next day, which was yesterday. Yeah. And I came in and they just said, here's a pamphlet, and sent me on my way. Yeah. And then I went back into Salvation Army, had lunch there with those guys, and they directed me back to St Kilda. Yeah. I went to St Kilda. St Kilda should have sent you guys an email of what we discussed over there, and they suggested, because that's all they can do, they suggested that I either go back to Coburg and or to the Palms with my own money because it was payday, and which I've taken that advice, and I paid one night at the Palms last night with my own money. Like that, and I only had raggedy clothes, and I was expected maybe that we could come to a collaboration yesterday to somehow maybe even just go and see some places, because I decked myself out with some new clothing out of my own money from Kmart, and I spent $100 just to get myself a new bag, and that got stolen through the attack that happened last week. That I came back with nothing, just to refresh myself so I could do the right thing and be on board with this, because I'm an ex-project manager sort of thing, and I want to get back on my life and shit, you know, like that's where I'm at, man, you know. So I've done everything in my power to comply with everything that the system's throwing at me right now. And I've got $50 left in my bank account right now, and I don't know what to do with my life going forward right now. I'm really scared.
Okay, so you were paid yesterday though, is that right?
On the Wednesday, yeah. What was
paid on Wednesday?
Yeah.
So yesterday. And what you're saying is you've spent all your money on clothing
and food, darling. Yeah. That's it. I've been
All right. And so yesterday, I can see you spoke to one of my colleagues, and she would have explained that part of our policy here is that we don't fund on payday or the day after payday.
Okay, but listen, can I?
Just wait, let me finish. Yep, okay. I know that you've obviously spent some of your money, and for us to be able to consider funding emergency accommodation, we'll need to get proof of what's in your bank account and do an income check.
Oh yeah,
so we'll need to get a screenshot.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
However, we can get that, but I can see from your file that we have also done. Let me just have a check. We've already done 5 days of emergency accommodation this year, 5 nights.
Yeah, so but the assessment that he's given me is on the 14th, so I can't do anything in my power then, and it was that you guys gave an assessment date last week that you missed at 9 o'clock, which I was with the Salvation Army that was there waiting for that phone call.
Right.
So I've complied before that there. So it's a bit of a sort of a tangled situation that we haven't been able to come together to meet to comply, because it's just a bouncing backwards and forwards, and I'm a yo-yo out here in the system.
I
So
get it.
yeah.
Let me just have a look, because I'm looking just to see when this appointment was.
Yeah, it was supposed to be last week, and
Last week.
yeah, and that failed because she didn't. It was 9:30, and then I've got one on a card now because I asked you to write it down this time to make sure that we've got everything under control.
I can see here that we did call and we left a voicemail to return for you to complete the assessment.
Okay, yeah. So, but then we've made phone calls.
So I'll just say it's not a failure on our behalf that the assessment didn't take place.
But then we phone called the other day as well 4 times with Maddie with the Salvation Army phone as well, and we have returned those phone calls.
Yeah, look, I'm just trying to explain that we're also doing our part as well. There are some things that are in your power.
Okay.
Like the rooming house list that my colleague gave you yesterday, the piece of paper.
I'll grab another one, please.
Yeah. You can call You can call every number on here. There's heaps of resources. I'll show you.
No, I've been through it. Honey, I'm a project manager, so I understand it. What we're coming to today is that you can't.
Within your power.
No, but you can't support me any further. Is that what you're saying?
I'll talk to my team leaders, but I'm just saying that because you got no money, I'll happily run it up the chain and see what we can do.
Thank you.
But it may come back that we have already done 5 nights. We usually only have funding for 1 or 2 nights per client per year.
Yep.
Or per 6 months even, if we can stretch it.
Yep.
So it's already having 5, we're well and truly past our funding budget for you.
No worries. Yep.
So I can talk to the team leaders just because you've spent all your money.
Yeah, cool.
But we'll need to get a screenshot or a bank statement showing that as well.
Yeah.
But it may not fly.
Well, ANZ's just there, so I'm with ANZ, so that's not a problem. And like so, you're talking to me right now, that's a 2-second jobby. So so if you want to do like that. Let me know, because that's a guarantee. I've got that under control. That's solid. I can go there and back and say here it is.
All right.
So.
Okay. Sure. Do you want to go and do that?
Yeah.
And I'll have a chat to the team leaders. And
right.
then by the time you get back, we'll hopefully have an idea of our next steps. All right.
Okay, darling.
Okay.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.